And hello and welcome. It is the Westlake Demons versus the Lakewood Rangers. Varsity football here on a beautiful Friday night. So Westlake will be facing off against the Rangers in what will look to be a very close game of football here tonight. Westlake coming off quite an experience from last week, looking to make a second half of the season statement here as they are trying to rally for a playoff run. It looks like Westlake will be receiving the kick, and we are just waiting for kickoff as the bands are exiting the field and the football teams are entering. So some keys to success for the Westlake Demons is they got to establish the run game early to kind of immobilize those safeties and start bringing them up, and then they have to open up the passing attack. That's the simplest way I can put it. They just need to start putting more points on the board than they have been, because our defense can only do so much at one time, and it seems like a area that needs most improved is the defense, and specifically our run defense, as we just got torched by Midview's quarterback, and I'm eager to see what Westlake does to hinder Lakewood in their run game. We're moments away. Westlake now taking the field to receive the kick. It looks like our usual trio are back there: Terrence, Kadar, and Treek Beach. My bad, Connor Sternikert is now back there in place of Kadar. The fans, the teams, are all ready to experience the night under the lights as opening kickoff just around the corner. Here it is. Low line drive, and it's going to go out of the back of the end zone, out of the reach of Treek Beach. And here comes the Demon offense under the command of yours truly, Trey Bylos. Your usual targets are out there: Terrence Rose, Connor Sternikert, Dean Schneider, Kadar in the backfield with Trey Bylos. Look for them to use him in the opening moments of this first drive to kind of test the waters of this defense. Trey's got 3 to his right, 1 to his left. He's got Kadar in the backfield looking to he's going to hand off, and he's going to be stuffed in the backfield. They're going to give him a loss of 2. Bringing up 2nd and 12. That's really been a struggle point for the Demons in the mostly the first quarter, as they don't really have a run game to go off of to open up the pass game. So look for them to start hammering away at this, looking like a 4-3 defense for the Rangers, as that pass goes incomplete to Connor Sternikert, bringing up 3rd and 12. Trey looking like he's going to have trips to his left. That's Connor, Terrence, and looks like Connor, Terrence, and Sternikert. Nope, Connor, Terrence, and Blood, I think. Here it is, snap, looking to pass, screenplay over the middle, and he's going to be stopped where he caught it. 3 and out there for the Demons. Quick set of downs. So quick outing for the Demons. And now we're going to see the first appearance of the Lakewood offense and the Westlake defense. Here's Kadar with the kick. Or the punt, I should say. Long and high. Oh, it will not reach the midfield as he wraps around. He's to the 40, dragging defenders up, and he will be stopped to the 40 by Catanzarite and Jack Jolliffe. Good defense on there for the punt return. Lakewood's offense starting on the 40-yard line. They're going to give him just before the 40, but pretty much the 40. First and 10 here for the Rangers. Austin Mahar. And he's going deep. Almost picked off there by the Demons as they were looking for Davon Hannibal. Look for him to be a big target today as they're trying to play the coverage here against a much shorter Tataquam. Second and 10 here for the Rangers. Mahar back. They're going to get a false start on the Rangers. They're going to be backed up 5 yards, making it 2nd and 15. So Lakewood backed up to their Westlake 45-yard line, 2nd and 15. They're playing tight quarters here as Mahar's got 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Here's snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out. Bobby Fogel on the defense, and they're just going to get maybe 4, or they're going to give him 3 there on the short dump-off pass. Nice tackle there by Tariq Beach. Bringing up 3rd and 12. The Rangers getting the play from the sidelines. This is definitely a passing situation, so look for them to go back to Hannibal as he seems to be their predominant target. He's got doubles. Mahar has doubles to his left and right. Looking to pass. Looking deep. Over the middle. It's a catch. And he's in for the score. That's your boy, Devon Hannibal. Right across the middle. Nice post route there. Easy 6. So I said before in the pregame we got to stop the run, and they just pass it right over our heads. So your defense goes back to the bench, and they're looking to target Hannibal more in their coverages, and he shouldn't have too many more yards after that touchdown catch, as we got some pretty nifty and shifty defensive players who can fill some gaps in our coverages. So your score now 7-0 with 9:43 left in the first quarter. Westlake looking to retaliate though after a quick 3 and out their first drive. So definitely a thing to work on for the Demons is they got to get a better push up front. It seems like looks like Bylois is definitely under way too much pressure to either dump it off to Kadar or hand it off to Kadar. So look for them to start running some trap, maybe some counter to get Kadar more space and potentially give Trey some more time in the backfield. Here's the kick. On the way. It looks like Rose and Sterniker will just be back. Rose, Sterniker, and Shriek, I should say. Kick underway. It's low, but it's long as it goes right to Tariq. He's at 15, 20. Juking out defenders. He's at 25. Then wrestle down just before the 30. It's about the 28-yard line. Flag on the play, though. We'll see what the call is. Lakewood signaling it's on Westlake, but ref's still conferring. Looks like they are blocking the back on Westlake. It will be now first down from their own, looks like the 13-yard line. Trey's in shotgun. He's got two to his left, two to his right. Looking to pass. Short dump out to Sterniker. Nice pick of about 7 yards. So the Demons looking to stretch the field a little bit, so we're just hitting those quick outs for good chunks of yards. Trey again, shotgun with Kadar in the backfield with him. He's got two to his left, two to his right. Quarterback design run up the middle. He's got some space, and he gets about, they're going to give him 15 as he gets to the 32-yard line. Trey back in the shotgun. Kadar in the backfield with him. Three to his right, one to his left. Looking to quick screen pass out to Rose. Rose is met in the back. Oh, he escapes tackle. Comes back across the field. Gets right about to where the original yard marker was before he's tackled down for no gain. 2nd and 10 here for the Demons. So they're definitely moving the ball horizontally. Trying to run the width of the field, trying to get those running backs a little wore out, as they should now be targeting the middle of the field as you got your running backs running all over the place. Trey roll out. He's got Schneider. Good pick of about 6 yards. But now be 3rd and 4. Demons at their own 39-yard line, looking to get in positive territory here. Trying to get on the Lakewood side of the field. We'll see what happens. Trips right for Trey. Looking to pass. He's got Sterniker. Good pickup of about 6. They now move the ball to the 46-yard line, as this has been their longest drive of the night. It's a little bit longer than a 3 and out, so. A little move of the formation here. He's got trips to his right, one to his left. Kadar in the backfield with Trey. Trey looking to pass. He's just going to run it. Good for about 6 yards. Brings up 2nd and 4. My bad, 2nd and 3. As Rose, Belozer, Schneider, and Sterniker still on the field. Trips to Trey's right. Here's the snap. Hand off. Oh, he's going to keep it again. Cuts up the field. Flag on the play. Trey's still going. He's going to get tackled, though, at about the 6-yard line It looks like it's coming back, though, as flags are all over the Westlake backfield. It will be holding on the Demons. This play is coming back. Bringing up 2nd and 14. So the holding call will bring the Demons back 10 yards, and they will set up shop back at their own 40. So what turned into a huge gain of about 53 yards, well, 43 yards, now taking it back to their own 40. Trey in the backfield. Stoneker checks on. Schneider out. Actually, he'll stay on the field. Trips to Trey's left, looking for the play on the sidelines. Trips left. Here's the snap, looking to pass. He's got Sternikert wide open, and he's there to about the... They're going to mark him down at the 22. Good pickup of about 37 yards. That's what they do. They're passing the width of the field, and they go lateral, and there's nothing that the Rangers could do. They were playing man, and then Trey saw it, audibled out of it. Got Sternikert on a nice route up the sideline. Kadar, monster run here. He's going to get 6. Penalty flag, though, on the field. We'll see what the call is. They're going to say face mask on the Rangers. Free 15 yards after the run. Setting up shop at the Ranger 9 there in scoring distance. Bailos has 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Motion Rose. Bailos is going to keep it. He's going to scramble to about the 5-yard line. Good pickup of about 4 yards. Second and goal here for the Demons. So Kadar is still in. Bailos in. Sternikert's in. Rose is in. Schneider in at the far left side of the field. You got playmakers. It's time to get some points on the board. Hand it right back off to Kadar, and he's in the end zone. Nice strike there from about 6 yards out. Bringing this game a whole lot closer after the ensuing PAT. So a good, solid, long drive here by the Demons. They're not down and out yet, as we still have 5 minutes and 3 seconds left in the first quarter. It'll be interesting to see how these two teams manage the rest of the game, as they both had a little taste of each other's offenses. We'll see how the defenses adjust and how their offenses adjust to the imposing defenses, as we still got 3.5 quarters of play left to go. So the Demons will be kicking off to the Rangers now. Rangers looking for another scoring drive here, as they just made easy work of the Demons secondary. Slicing the right up the middle on a nice post route. It was Mahar to Hannibal for, I think it was at least 20 yards out. So we'll see if Westlake's defense has changed a little bit. They changed the game plan a little bit to compensate for Hannibal's playmaking ability. as we are moments away from kickoff. Ball's off the tee. They'll reset it and re-kick. So now we are ready for kickoff.
Someone stole like $1,000 out of my account.
Here it is. Long and high here, and it bounces right about the 13-yard line. He's going to get to the 20. He's still dancing. He's out. He's across the field. It looks like they're going. He's only got the kicker left, and touchdown, Lakewood. No flags on the field, as we got a player down, though, for Westlake. There actually is a flag on the play, as this one is coming back. Let's see what the call is. So Lakewood setting up on the Westlake 38-yard line after kickoff was taken back for a touchdown. But it was taken back, though. Motion, and they're going to hand it off to 8. That is Will Adams, and he's taken down after a solid 7-yard, maybe 8-yard gain. So we've seen Adams, we've seen Maha, we've seen Hannibal. We're starting to see this Lakewood offense develop. Let's see how the Westlake defense responds. So we got John Patrick out there. We got Hannibal out there. Mahar. It looks like Bizrek had almost an illegal motion before. It is a false start on the Rangers, as it will take them back 5. It will be 2nd and 8. Starting from the Westlake 36. Hannibal to Mahar's left. Bizrek to his right. Here's a snap. Looking to throw. He's looking for Hannibal. Just overthrown, and as he burned Tadek Kwam. That seems like our matchup of the evening here, as they're going to target him a ton, it looks. They got the perfect matchup. Hannibal standing at a tall 6 foot. Kwam a little shorter at 5'9", so crush at the goal line as they sub Kwam out and put in Sternikert. Sternikert's got a little bit more height to him, as he's 6 foot as well. There's the pass. Oh, it's batted at the line. Almost picked off there by, looks like Ramek, as it will be 4th and 8 now. Solid 3 and out there for the Demons. Lakewood confirming with the sidelines if they want to go for it or not. They look like they're just going to punt. They will be going for it. Hannibal on Sternikert. Or Sternikert on Hannibal, I should say. Here, Mahar to pass. Nice screenplay. Oh, and he's got it. He's good. 20, 15, 10. Mixed cut down to about the 6-yard line. Quick dump pass from Mahar to, looks like, Will Adams. Right out of the backfield, and good pickup of about 31. As now Hannibal seems to be more of a factor here in the goal line as they're going to hand it off to Quentin Palmer as he's stopped for a loss of about 4. So this is something we haven't really seen. It's Lakewood's goal line offense, and they don't seem to be matching up very well against the Demons' goal line defense. Look for them to target Hannibal here, as he's got not much size, but a couple inches on Sternikert. As Beisrick is in motion, takes the handoff, and it's good for about 3 yards. Bringing up 3rd and goal at the 6-yard line. Rangers getting the play from the sideline. Hannibal to the left of, or to the bottom of your screen. Mahar to in shotgun. Handoff up the middle. Will he be stopped? He will be stopped just short. They're going to mark him at the 2. Tricky play call here as it's 4th and goal and you're only on the 2. Let's see if they go for it. Getting the play from the sidelines. Doesn't look like kicking crew's going out. Looks like they're going for it. Hannibal to the bottom of your screen. Mahar in shotgun. Hands it right off, and they're gonna, they give him the touchdown. 2-yard run right up the middle. That looks to have been that was Will Adams. My bad. Quentin Palmer on the touchdown run there from 2 yards out. PAT attempt on the way. So a slower drive than their opening drive, but still quick score here for the Rangers. As Westlake's going to have to come on and score some amount of points. As they're down conditionally 13-7, now 14-7. With just under 2 minutes here in the first quarter, your score, Rangers 14, Westlake 7. So that ensuing drive, 10 plays, 38 yards, averaging about 3.8 yards per play, which is not bad for the defense, but still you like to keep that average a little bit lower, especially on these longer drives as you're trying to make a quick stop so you can get your offense back on the field. Look for them to start blitzing a little bit more to not give Mahar so much time in the backfield, as he does have check down options though in Adams and Palmer, so it'll be interesting to see what the ensuing defensive concepts and play calls are for the Westlake defense for the rest of the game. We'll see how they manage the game. Westlake about to receive the kick. Lakewood already on the field. So Westlake now taking the field. Your normal trio back to receive the kick. Rose, Robinson, and now Sternikert. Actually, no. Robinson. It will be Rose, Robinson, and Tariq Beach out there for the Demons. Again, a real muff kind of kick there as it just bounces barely to the 15. He's up to the 35, 40, taken down around the 41. That's Kadar Robinson there, putting the Demons in good field position. So let's set up shop, but they're going to mark him at the 41. First and 10 here for the Demons. They got a reasonable distance to march. Let's see if they can get at least somewhere in the red zone before second quarter begins, as they will be switching field. They would have the wind to their back, so let's see how they manage just the waning moments of this first quarter. Motion to Beach. Beach takes it end around. He's looking for options. Gets about a 3-yard gain, but flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. Looks like it's going to be a hold. Ref still conferring. It will be a hold on the Demons. That's going back 10 yards. Be first and 20 now for the Demons, as they're going in the wrong direction. They're now at their own 30-yard line. They need 10 yards to get back to the original yard marker and 10 more to get the first. So see how they manage these next 4 downs. Beach, now Fogel, Schneider, and Rose out on the field for the Demons. Lois now checks to Robinson. It's going to be a Beach. Oh, it's going to be a counter to Robinson. Gets a solid 7 before he's taken down by a swarm of Rangers. Be second down at about 13. Not quite to the original yard marker, but getting close, as it is now second down and 14. Bilo says 3 to his right, left, 1 to his right, roll out, looking to pass. Gets a quick strike there to Beach, but can't hold on. It'll be now third down and long. Westlake's pass offense was get established along with the run game with Robinson. But these penalties are real momentum killers, as they've been driven back to their own 30 and trying to work some of that penalty yardage back. As Stoneker now in motion, they're getting the play from the sidelines. Bilos has got 3 to his left, 1 to his right. Kadar in the backfield. We'll see what happens. Trey looking for the snap. Drops back, throws. He's got Beach across midfield and about to the Ranger 47. Good pickup of about 17 yards. Good open strike there, playing the coverage right. Thing with coverage or zone defense is there's going to be holes. It's not man where you have a man on top of you. Zone, there's gaps in zones, and Trey played the zone just right, got the pass in there. Plays it again as they're playing soft on him, and he gets Stoneker a good pick of about 8 yards. And that is the end of the first quarter. Rangers up 14-7. We'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors: Hungry Howies of Westlake, Sky Zone of Westlake, and Westlake Youth Association Football. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of WHBS in this 2016-2017 season. It is greatly appreciated and never wasted. We enjoy what we do, and that is all in part to you guys and your sponsorships. So we profusely thank you for your sponsorships. Westlake now coming back onto the field, as it is now 2nd and 4. By Lois having kind of a slow start, but starting to get that Westlake offense chugging away at the yardage. The big momentum killer here has been just the penalties, the holding penalties. They've had some penalties come in their favor, but it's been rare and in between. A lot of holding penalties, a lot of offsides. So let's see how they manage that in the second quarter. Trey's got two to his left, one to his right. Hands it. Oh, he's going to keep it. He's up to about the 40-yard line before he's stopped. And they're going to mark him down to the 39. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Looks like Rose will stay out there. Blood now checks onto the field. Kadar in the backfield with Barlois. And Schneider out to Trey's left as Beloser is playing tight end. It is handoff to Robinson as he's stuffed in the backfield. Good stop there by Lakewood as forward progress will only get him to only a 1-yard loss. Better than where he was tackled at, though, as it is now 4th and 4. Looks like it's going to be a punting down here. Quick 3 and out for the Demons. Hannibal back to receive the punt. Kadar going to be punting the ball. Here's the kick. High and long. Straight about to the... They're going to let it bounce. They're going to down it at the Lakewood 8. That's where the Rangers will set up shop. So you've seen the Ranger weapons on offense. You've also seen their run defense coincidentally on defense. Let's see what statement the Demons defense can make as they're trying to get back in this game down 14-7 with about 10 minutes left in the first half. Mahar in the shotgun. It looks like Hannibal's in the trips formation. Quentin Palmer out to about the... They're going to give him the 12. Good pick of about 2. So have we seen throughout the game, the Rangers have a plethora of running backs that they can tap into. You got Palmer, you have Adams. Let's see what they can do on the Lakewood backfield as Hannibal's really dominating the Lakewood pass attack as he's just overthrown Joe Bizek. That is a new name here. A new face for this Rangers offense. We really haven't heard his name. We'll see what he can do. Westlake will decline the Lakewood penalty. It will be 3rd and 8. Mahar getting the play from the sidelines, as is the rest of the Lakewood team. He's in the shotgun. Hannibal far out to the left. He's got Sonickert on him. Here's the snap to Mahar. Mahar dropped back, looking to pass. Almost picked off, but right through the hands of it looked like Trevor Beloser. Good strike out to the 25, gain of 13. So fresh set of downs here for the Rangers. They're setting up at their own 25. Mahar's got 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He's in the shotgun with, looks like Palmer. Sweet play to Will Adams as he gets just about a loss of 2. It will now be 2nd and 13. Mahar's got two to his left, two to his right. He's got, looks like Parker and the Palmer in the backfield with him. Up the middle, nothing going for him as he maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe one. As he's stopped by a stout Westlake front. Bringing up 3rd and 11. Mahar getting the play from the sidelines. Let's see what the formation is. He's got Mora to his right, Hannibal out to his left. Palmer in the backfield with him. Mahar's in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Looking to pass. Drop back. And he's got Hannibal right over the middle for a solid 15-yard gain. They got to find a way to stop him. If you double cover him, you're leaving a man open. But I chance it with a player with the athletic ability of Hannibal. I'd risk the double coverage because we haven't really been seeing a lot of targets going any other receiver's way. So let's see what the defensive coordinator does for the Demons. Mahar's got three to his left, one to his right. Here's a handoff to Palmer. He's going to keep it himself and get back to the line of scrimmage before he's stopped by a swarm of Demons. Jordan Taylor on the tackle. They will give him forward progress, though, as it turns into a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 here for the Rangers. 2 to Mahar's left, 2 to his right. He's got Palmer in the backfield. Adams in motion. Handoff up the middle to Palmer. Spins off a tackle before he's plowed by Remick. They're going to stop him, though, for a minimal gain of about 4. As Lakewood's digging deeper and deeper into their playbook, trying to find anything that works. So definitely Hannibal getting the majority of the targets, as we've seen Beisrick get targets too, but definitely Hannibal being the prime target holder. And ball's out, but they're going to roll him down before the whistle, and it will be 4th down and 6 for the Rangers. Back to receive the punt is Rose and Beach, as per usual. Lakewood's punter number looks like 22. Long and high, just about to the 26. As Streak bounces off, he's running up the sidelines, and he's out about the 37-yard line. Running into the kicker, though, for Westlake, as this play will be coming back. Loss of 15. So we'll see what the call is. Looks like it was running into the kicker, but they haven't moved the ball yet, so. Fresh set of downs here for the Rangers as they're running into the kicker. Call gets them a fresh set of downs. 3:15 and a fresh set of downs. And they will be now on the Westlake side of the field, setting up shop at the Westlake 40. As I don't see Hannibal out there now. Yep, he's on the sidelines catching his breath as he now checks back onto the field, as he seems to be their main source of the targets on offense through the passing game. And sometimes the run game, as Lakewood calls a timeout. Like to take this time to thank our sponsors once again: Hungry Howies of Westlake, Sky Zone of Westlake, and Westlake Youth Association Football. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of WHBS in this 2016-2017 season. Westlake definitely struggling to stop Hannibal here in the first half, as he's got a plethora of yards and targets from what is it? From Mahar. My bad. Just looking at the roster here. And Palmer definitely getting the majority of the snaps and carries in the Lakewood backfield. So a lot of playmakers here on the Lakewood side. I haven't seen a real change in defense, as Westlake's just coming out in a standard 4-3. Westlake coaches on the field, conferring with the refs. Got about 5.5 minutes left in the first half. Your score, 14-7 in favor of the Rangers. Mahar, the snap, and it's going to be a false start on the Rangers. Back them up 5. No, 1st and 15. They're a real momentum killer. Penalties kill drives and their momentum. As Mahar is now on the Demon 45-yard line now, as he's got Hannibal to his left, trying to get open. He's got him across the middle, batted down perfectly by Stoneker. Pass interference call most likely on the way. It will be pass interference on the Demons. Fresh set of downs and a fresh 15, as they'll give them the spot of the foul. Rangers now only gaining yards with and losing yards with penalties as well. Hannibal on the left side again. He's got Sternikert on him. Mahar in the backfield, or in shotgun, I should say, with Palmer there with him. There's a snap, looking to pass, looking for Hannibal. He's got his man beat. He's caught the pass, and let's see what they say. They say interception by Westlake. Connor Sterniker, good coverage there. Played the ball perfectly, ripped it out of Hannibal's hands, and an interesting offensive possession here now for the Demons, as they got just under 5.5 minutes left in the first half, and they got to march 99 some yards for at least a touchdown. Maybe 10 or 15 yards less than that for the field goal, as we really haven't tested Bryce's kicking ability, so they don't really have a true range for his kicking power. As Balos will be under center. He's got I formation behind him. Kadar. Hands are up to Kadar. It's good for about a yard, bringing up 2nd and 9. Oh, they will give him 2. Out to the 4-yard line. Second down and 8 now. They're backed up in their own territory, and they're deeply in trouble, as nothing has really been working on offense for him. Balos again under center. He's got the affirmation behind him. Here's a snap. Looking to pass. Quick slant route to Rose. He's still going. Oh, and he looks like he's gone. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5 to the house. Terrence Rose. Perfect slant route caught, and Lakewood just couldn't make the tackle as he burns him for an easy 96-yard touchdown pass by Lois to Rose. Quick 6, and with the ensuing PAT, it will be tie ball game at 14. I'm thinking teams are underestimating the absolute flat-out speed of Rose. He's pretty shifty too, and you saw it there. He juked and just powered through a couple defenders for an easy 96-yard beamer all the way to the end zone for a quick 6, and with the Brise's extra point, your score 14-14 with about 4.5 minutes left in the first half. So Westlake's passing attack really bailed him out of that one, as I don't even know what Lakewood was running there. They had like 4 yards off the receiver man coverage, and Trey saw it audible to the slant, and so they were just expecting to pick up a few, as he looked like he was tackled around the 8-yard line and broke through a couple tackles, broke it off for a 96-yard touchdown. 96-yard reception and the touchdown, as Rose and Lewis have brought Westlake back into this game, as we're all tied up at 14. A little trouble with the tee setup here, as Brizes has needed a So here's the kickoff. A little high and short here for Brizes, straight out of bounds though, as hits the turf. They'll give him the 35-yard line on the penalty. Westlake's defense trying to continue their streak of 3 and outs here, as they are looking to trying to get ahead here in the game, especially in the first half, as they will not be receiving the second half kick, and that's an extra opportunity for Lakewood to get some points on the board. So look for them to try and get a quick 3 and out and a quick score to go up 21-14 in the first half. Doesn't look like Sterniker will be on Hannibal anymore. It looks like Rose will be taking over, as Hannibal's got 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Here's the snap and a handoff up the middle. Palmer's got space, and he's good for about 6, as they'll mark him down at the 46-yard line. Second down and 4 here for Lakewood. Mahar's got 3 to his left, 1 to his right. Here's the snap. Hand off up the... he's going to keep it, and flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start on Lakewood. That play's coming back. It will be a false start on Lakewood. So they're back to the original yard marker. 2nd and 9. So trips to Mahar's left as clock continues to run. So about at the 3 minutes 45 seconds left in the first half. As Mahar takes it right at the middle, he's going to get to the 45, the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, wrestle down around the 13-yard line. Huge pickup for about a 48-yard gain there on the ground from Mahar as he had space, so he took it. Paid off incredibly for the Lakewood offense as Mahar is trying to get his offense back on the field. He's got 3 to his right, 1 to his left. Hannibal in man coverage now. He's on an island. Quick handoff there to Palmer as clock continues to run with just under 3.5 minutes now in the first half. Motion here. And a handoff up the middle to Palmer. He's going to get to about the 5-yard line before he's wrestled down there by, looks like Beach. Oh, it's Beloser. About inches short of a first down as it's only 3rd and inches here. As Hannibal's still in man coverage here. Looks to be by Rose. Too far to tell though, as Mahar will take it right up the middle and be stopped, not for a first down, but stopped for a touchdown, as he only makes it to the 2. First and goal now here for the Rangers, as Hannibal's still in man coverage. Let's see how Lakewood exploits it. Is Mahar is just going to hand it right up the middle. Touchdown Lakewood. Palmer, nice 2-yard run. Straight behind the tackle. Easy points. So as Westlake's so focused on the pass defense, we just got torched for about a 48-yard gain by Mahar right up the middle. And the ensuing couple plays afterwards, Palmer takes it in for a nice 2-yard score right off the tackle. After the extra point, your score 21, Rangers 21, Westlake 14. About 2 minutes and 9 seconds left in your first half. Look for Westlake to make a quick run for some points, whether it be a field goal or touchdown. Probably looking for a touchdown. So Lakewood line up for the kickoff. Westlake trying to figure some things out for the kick return. Lakewood here for the kickoff. As your usual trio are back to receive the kick. Rose, Stonekert, and Robinson. Here's the kick. Real short, trying to keep it away from the playmakers as it goes right to Schneider. He's up to 30, 35, gets the edge, 40, 45. Wrestled down about the 48-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. They'll give him the 48-yard line. Setting up shop in good field position with about 2:02 left in the first half. Westlake's offense now coming back onto the field. Beach. Billy Blood now. And Rose. All out for the Westlake offense, including by Lois and Robinson. By Lois looking to pass. Batted away by the Lakewood defense. 2nd and 10. Second and 10 here for the Demons. Bylos has got 2 to his right, 2 to his left. It's Blood, Sternikert, Beach, and Rose. Looking to pass. Gets Beach on a flat route. Can't hit him as he's just overthrown. Just under 2 minutes now in the first half, as it's now 3rd and 10 for the Demons. Bylos and shotgun. Blood and Beach to his left. Rose and looks like Sternikert to his right with Kadar in the backfield. Here's a snap, looking to pass. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to scramble. He's going to reach out. They're not going to give him the first down, though, as he's about inches short. Tackled by a swarm of Lakewood defenders. Nope, they will not give him the first down. As Westlake takes their second timeout. 1:37 left in the first half. Your score 21-14 in favor of the Rangers. So if I'm Westlake and I'm going for a short yardage pickup, I'm thinking run a easy counter play with Robinson. Right off the tackle, get a guard to pull. Get him a couple more lead blockers, and he's golden. He could possibly get more than just the yard they need. They just need to get the right defense. And it looks like they have 3 to Trey's left, 1 to his right. They don't have many people in the box. Quick design run up the middle, and they're going to give it to him. As he's up to about the 39-yard line. Nice pickup of 2 yards there for Bylos. Shotgun snap here, and he's got Sterniker wide open for an easy 6. Wow, I didn't even... What happened there? Looks like they were trying to play a cushioned man, and good double move there by Sterniker to get open for the touchdown. Easy pitch and catch there for Bylos to Sterniker. As this game's about to be all tied up with the ensuing PAT, as they barely wasted any time. Barely a 50-second drive. Rice is here for the kick. Or the PAT. And it's up and it's through. 21-21, all tied up here in Lakewood. So Westlake most likely going into the locker room, all tied up with a very unexpected score, 21-21, as both defenses really haven't been able to shut the other one out. And it's really just been an offensive-oriented game. It's been interesting. We'll see how both defenses and offenses respond in the second half, as we got an entire half to play coming up after halftime. Westlake here for the kickoff. Bryce is setting up. Here's the kick. High and long here for Bryce. Is going to go back all the way to the end zone, and it will be a touchback coming out to the 25. So Westlake just trying to make Lakewood run the ball a little bit, as they've been pretty effective in both areas of the field, but they're just trying to run the clock out till half. So look for them to start loading the box and have a man on the outside, because they don't want them, as we see Mahar burn a couple of defenders. So look for them to load the box, as they're going prevent now, as they got 3 safeties back, trying to prevent any big plays from happening in the waning moments of this second quarter and half. Mahar getting the play from the sidelines. Let's see where Hannibal is. He's far out to the left. He's got Beach on him. Run up the middle. Mahar's got it, and he'll be tackled in the backfield for a loss of about a half a yard. Westlake using their third and final timeout. Oh, really? It was only their second timeout, and they will have 1 remaining. Your Westlake's defense, you've been playing the deep ball, as you got 3 safeties back. Lakewood offensive coordinator has seen that. Easy quarterback run, but good spy motion there by Fogel, as he sniffs it out and gets a sack. So Hannibal's still in single coverage, or man coverage by Beach, but they still got 3 safeties back, as they just hand off the middle. Good pick of about 2 before he's stopped by Fogel and Kranz, and it looks to be Jacob Harb. Or no, not Jacob Harb. Nick Katsaris. Lakewood's now facing a 3rd down and 7. They're backed up in their own territory, only out to about the 22, 23-yard line. They say they got pretty much a good chunk of the field left to go, with just exactly a minute left to go in the first half. Hannibal again in single man coverage, as they've only got now 2 safeties over the top. Look for them to target Hannibal. Mahar picks up the first down and a couple more, as he's stopped at the 36-yard line. Good pickup of about, they'll give him 16. So fresh set of downs here for Lakewood. They're driving. They only got 50 seconds to go. As it's Palmer there for the pickup of about 4. Another Lakewood timeout. So Westlake timeout, or Lakewood timeout. Talking things over as they've only got 41 seconds to get some amount of points on the board, because this would be a very ineffective way of running the clock if you keep calling timeouts.
Are you allowed to announce it? I'll block my ears. I know.
Lakewood comes back onto the field, and they still have Hannibal in man coverage. Kind of risky here, as they only got 2 safeties back. They're spying Hannibal, though. Picked off there by Schneider. A good drive stopper there. That's the second turnover by the Rangers, and 35 seconds to score some amount of points is very doable, because you're starting from your own 40. They're going to mark them down to the 40. That's reasonable. You got, well, no timeouts left. So look for them to just run out the clock. Maybe get a sizable field goal on there, but nothing more than that. Pilos has got 3 to his right, 2 to his left. And shotgun. Here's a snap. Drops back, looking to pass. He's got Rose over the middle. Just can't hold on as he just tries for the one-hand grab. Would have been a good pickup, but incomplete. 30 seconds left here in the first half. Pilos now has 3 to his right, 1 to his left, and he's got Kadar in the backfield with him. Here's the snap, looking to pass. Evades the sack. Evades another sack. Just scrambling now. Tries. Oh, picked off there by Lakewood. Trying to hit Beach. Flags are out, though. So you get an interception, you get an offense possession, and then you throw it away with an interception. Just going back and forth here in the final seconds here of the first half. Flag on the field. Let's see what it is. Let's see. Haven't said anything yet. It will be a personal foul. Face mask on Westlake. 3:15 after the end of the interception run there. They're starting in easy territory, but only 15 seconds left, though, in the first half, so don't look for any scoring drive here. You can run a couple plays, but I don't think they're looking for that. I think they're just going to kneel it and take the ball into the half, as they will receive the second half kick. Mahar drops back, batted down. Just can't reach the hands of Will Adams as it's batted down at the line. 11 seconds left in the first half. Score tied 21-21. Mahar's got 3 to his left, 1 to his right. Hannibal still in single coverage. Hands up off the middle. Ball's out. They're going to mark them down, though, as Belos and Fogel were there in for the strip and the tackle. 4 seconds left in the first half as Lakewood calls their final timeout. Lakewood brings out the kicking crew as there's really no point in bringing one more offensive play out, as they're just going to take the points and go to the locker room if they make the field goal. Looks like it's going to be Attila Nagy for the kick. Looks like it's going to be about 43 yards for the points. There's the kick. Way just short. And that's the end of the half. Your score, 21-21. We'll be back for the third quarter and the rest of the game after the break.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the pride of Westlake, the Westlake High School team of Varsity. Ladies and tonight, we feature the song, Lots of Love. We open tonight with a memorable song from Blue Hawaii, named Undeniable President. Here it is. Can't Help Calling You Love.
we're back for the third quarter and second half of Westlake versus Lakewood varsity football here in Lakewood. Your score at half is 21-21. Some really interesting first half stats, though. Trey Bylos is 10 of 17 for 214 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Leading the receiving yards is Connor Sterniker with 98, followed closely by Terrence Rose with 92. And Bylos has about 38 rushing yards, with Robinson only about 14. So look for them to utilize him more in the second half, as there's going to be more clock management involved in the coming quarters. So Lakewood will receive the second half kick as Bryce sets up on the tee. Adds effect. Here's the kick. A little high and short here. See about the 32. He gets the corner. He's 35, 40. Makes a move and out by about the 38-yard line of Lakewood. And that's where Mahar will set up his offense as the third quarter is underway. Westlake's defense trying to make a statement here, as they really have allowed pretty much everything, but they started to stiffen up here in the second quarter as they stop Palmer for a minimal gain, maybe line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 for the Rangers, as they now have Terrence Rose on Hannibal. Hannibal, a huge asset for this Ranger offense, as Mahar takes a snap. Palmer up the middle for about 5, and that's where that play will end. Good pickup of about 6 yards, bringing up 3rd and 5. Hannibal in single coverage over the top, as Treek moving towards the slot position of the defense. And here's Palmer up ahead, and he will be stopped short of a first down. Quick drive there for the Rangers, stopped by the Demons. Oh, we'll bring out 4th and 2. And it looks like the punt unit will be coming on, as it was a very quick 3 and out for the Rangers. Rose and Beach back to receive the kick. Here's the punt. It's up. It's a low line drive. Gonna take a friendly Lakewood bounce all the way to the end zone, bringing it out to 25. My bad, the 20-yard line. So as we said before, Sterniker and Rose leading the reception category of the Westlake offense, as Robinson's only been held to 14 yards rushing, as they really haven't used him in the first half. Let's see what they do in the second. Hand off up the middle, and just like we said, and he's off. Gets the corner, gets 10, 15, 20. He's out to the 41 before he's knocked out of bounds there by a swarm of Rangers. So he previously had 14, now he's got 30. He's out to the 36-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Demons. Trey's got 3 to his right, 1 to his left. Looking back to pass. It's quarterback design run. Up the middle. He's to the 50, about 46-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a hold on Westlake. That run's coming back. So it'll now be 1st and 20 for the Demons. Oh, it only backs him up. 1st and 16 from the 30 for the Demons, as Sternikert goes to the right side of the field. Trips to Bailos' left. Kadar again in the backfield. Roll out. Quick pass to Rose. Good for about a yard. Oh, that is Dean Schneider on the reception. Still only good for a couple. Second down and 8 here for the Demons. Trey's got 3 to his right, 1 to his left. Here's a snap. Looking to pass. Another quarterback design run. He's to the 50, taking down about the 46-yard line. Good pick of about 15 yards there for Bailos, as they're really starting to use him as a running asset, as Robinson's, except for that long run of 16, been held to only 30 yards. Doubles on each side of Bailos. Here's snap. Looking to pass. Gets it to Sternikert for a good pickup of 8 yards. Bringing up 2nd and 2 on the Lakewood 38-yard line. One receiver and one tight end to Bailos' left, 2 receivers to his right. Here's the fake handoff. Looking to pass. Looking for Rose, just over his head, though, as he was heavily under pressure there. Lakewood bringing the blitz. Brings up 3rd and 2. Now, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I only got a couple yards to go. It looks like they only got 7, maybe 8 players in the box for Westlake as they move the tight end, and they will. Oh, hand it off to Kadar. But he's stopped at the line by a stout Lakewood defensive line, bringing up 4th down. So now it's 4th and 3. Looks like they're going for it, though, as they now have trips to Trey's left, Sternikert to his right. Kadar also in the backfield. Here's the snap. Oh. Getting the play from the sidelines. Here's the snap. Looking to pass. Oh, he's just going to tuck and run. He's got the 1st down and more, and he's to the 31-yard line. Good 4th down conversion there for the Demons, keeping the drive alive. So a fresh set of downs here for the Demons, starting at the Lakewood 30-yard line. 2 receivers to Trey's left. Looks like it's quarterback keeper for just a couple. Brings up 2nd and 7 for the Demons. Belos are still in the game, along with Sternikert, Rose, and Schneider. motion beach, or Rose, I should say. Looking for touchdown. And he's got it. Looks like it's Dean Schneider there for a good 22-yard touchdown reception there. Putting the Demons ahead conditionally 27-21. After the ensuing PAT, though, it will be 28-21. Good solid drive there for the Demons, as it was led mostly through the air, as they really haven't been able to get anything going on the running or the rushing end of the offense. As, like we said, Kadar only held to about 30-odd some yards. So your score after that successful PAT, 28-21 in favor of the Demons. Westlake to kick off, Lakewood to receive. Good things on the offensive side. Let's see if it carries over. The momentum carries over to the defensive side of the ball and possibly get another turnover. Just waiting on the Demons for the kickoff, I should say, not the opening kickoff. Waiting on Brizes. Big thing on the defensive side is limit not the targets, but the receptions you see coming from Hannibal, as he seems to be Mahar's big target for tonight, as he has only really thrown at other receivers a handful of times. Hannibal seems to be his big target, and they've really only been single covering, maybe a safety over the top, but that's about it. Look for them to make some adjustments there. And it looks like it's going to be inbounds. Just falls on it at about the 29-yard line. That's where Mahar and Hannibal will set up shop. So Mahar and Hannibal back out on the field for the Rangers offense. Hannibal's still has Rose on him, as he's still in single coverage with no one really over the top. Trips to Mahar's left, one to his right. He's going to quick pass out to, wow. Stiff hit there by Rose. That was Will Adams there with the reception. A little bubble screen out of the backfield. Lit up by Rose, though. So doubles to each side of Mahar. Here's a snap. Looks like he's just going to hand it off to Palmer. Stopped in the backfield. Lost a 2. Lost a 3. As that brings up 3rd and 12. Rangers getting to play from the sidelines. Mahar changes some things on the offensive side of the ball as Hannibal is checked out. Look for him to start targeting Bisect. Just out of the hands of number 23, Sean Wiggins. He had Terrence speed and if the throw was caught, good pick of about 30 yards. But just overthrown. Got to put a little bit more touch on the ball. Get it in between the corner and the sideline. Quick 3 and out. Rose and Beach back to receive the punt. Here it is. Line drive all the way back to take a friendly Lakewood bounce to about the 26-yard line. That's where Bylois and Sternikert will set up shop for the Westlake offense, along with Rose, Schneider, Bieloser, and company. So some things we got to keep executing on offense is, I say, establish the run game, because you know you're having success through the air. You keep burning these corners for easy touchdown pitch and catches. So, but with the defense that Lakewood's coming out with, they're running a simple 4-3. There's just not enough wiggle room for Kadar to have any real chance of getting a positive gain as they hand. Trey keeps it up the middle. He's good. Cuts the corner, and he's taken down. Actually slips up around the 38-yard line. Good pickup of about 10. Players out on the field for Westlake: Bylois, Robinson, Bieloser, Schneider, Rose, and Sternikert. That's your wide receiving core. Bylois in the shotgun. He's got Kadar Robinson in the backfield. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right, plus Bieloser roll out. Bylois looking to pass. Quick dump off to Trevor. Good pickup of about 14 yards. Quick dump off to Bieloser. Ends up for a positive game of 14 yards. Good read there by Bylois. Just above the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Your score: Demons 28, Rangers 21. Schneider and Rose out left. Bieloser motioning to the right. Handoff up the middle. Kadar's got a big hole. There's 35-30, 25-20, and he's pushed out of bounds around the 19-yard line. Good pickup of about 26 yards. And that's his biggest run of the night. Brings up his total to somewhere in the 60-yard range. Good play call there. Just running right behind the tackle. Get a pulling tight end. Nice play call there by the Westlake offensive coordinator. As Kadar stays on the field, Sternikert and Schneider on opposite sides of the field. Rose and Bieloser playing tight end. Motion by Rose. It's just going to be a quarterback draw. And they stop him for a sack just before the yard marker. They'll mark him down just before. That brings up 2nd and 10. Second and 11 now for the Demons. As same wide receiving core stays on the field. Looking to expand this lead that they already have. Up 28-21. With just over 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Here's a snap. Looking to pass. Has Sternikert open. Is it a catch? No, they say he's out of bounds. Good play call there as they were playing man on the outside. Quick inside release by Sternikert. He was wide open in the corner of the end zone. Just couldn't stay in bounds. Third down 11 now for Westlake. Sternikert to Trey's left, 3 receivers to his right. My bad. Sternikert to his right, 3 receivers to his left. That's Bieloser, Rose, and Schneider. Here's his pass, rollout. Good read. Caught. Nope, they say he's out of bounds. Good read there by Lois as he saw the flag route wide open over the left sideline. Just over the nickelback. Fourth down and 11 here for the Demons as Billy Blood comes in. Connor Stoneker shifts over to the left side of the field. 3 receivers to that side. Billy Blood alone on the right side of the field, along with Rose and Schneider on the left side of the field with Stoneker. Robinson in the backfield. Here's the snap. Looking. Has Schneider over the middle. He gets to about the 3 before he's stopped by a swarm of Rangers. Good pickup of about 16 or so yards. They'll give him 17, actually. First and goal for the Demons. Motion to Billy Blood as timeout called by Westlake. Their first of 3. I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors. Hungry Howie's of Westlake, Sky Zone of Westlake, and Westlake Youth Association Football. We thank you for your support and sponsorship of WHBS in this 2016-2017 season. We greatly appreciate it, and we enjoy what we do. Your score with just under 2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Demons 28, Rangers 21. With Demons on the doorstep of the end zone looking to score. Westlake coming back onto the field as it's first and goal for them from the 3-yard line. Looking for them to punch it in real quick. Trey's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. It looks like Schneider and Beach on the right and Stoneker on the left. And it's just going to be Bylois running it in. Quick points there for the Demons as your score is now conditionally 34-21. But after the ensuing PAT, it should be 35-21. Good solid drive there by the Demons as they easily drive down the field. Everything seems to be clicking on offense except for that run game. Robinson being held to only 60 yards this entire game. Look for him to be more of a factor as it's now just crunch time. And the kick is up and is good. It's now 35-21 in favor of the Demons. So definitely things clicking on offense for the Demons as a very depleted and tired Lakewood defense couldn't stop anything on that drive. Just easy pitches and catches and finished off there by a nice Bylois 3-yard touchdown run right up the gut. The Demons will be kicking off to the Rangers. And we'll see what the Ranger offense can do. Down 14 points late in the third. It's really surprising seeing that Robinson's not a big part of this offense anymore. Had a solid outing the past couple of weeks, but not really a factor in this one. He's been held to 60 yards, no touchdowns. Not really getting a lot of red zone touches either, so he's really been fading from this offense. We'll see if that changes in the fourth quarter. Bryce is here for the kickoff. It's high, and it, again, bends to about the 30-yard line. He's out to the 30, tripped up there by his laces at about the 29-yard line. Good stop there by the Demons, for that return got way out of hand. So the Westlake defense trying to force a quick 3 and out here on what seems to be a very disoriented and lacking of depth at the wide receiver position, as Hannibal doesn't seem to be on the field. Yep, there he is. Guarded by Beach as Lakewood gets called from the sidelines. Mahar gets the call. Here's the play. Minimal gain there for, it looks like Palmer. It is Palmer. So Mahar really running out of options here, as he's really in crunch time now. He's only got about 14 minutes of football left to play, and they're down 2 scores late in the third. Mahar's got 2 to his left, 2 to his right. Hannibal to his left. Keeps it, though, as he gets the edge. Solidly stopped there by Billy Blood. That brings up 3rd down and 5. On their own 34-yard line. See what the play call is, as Hannibal has checked out of the game, I think. Yep, Hannibal not in for this snap, as he's resting on the sidelines. Mahar's got 3 to his right, 1 to his left. Here's the snap. Oh, he's got him open. Just can't get it to him. As Mahar really can't connect with his receivers in the second half. He's really been held to minimal passing yards, but good solid defensive outing for the Demons. Quick 3 and out. Beach and Rose back to receive the punt. Here's the kick. Another solid line drive. Gets about to 37. Picked up by Treek, and he's driven back to about the 32-yard line of the Demons, and that's where Bylois and company will set up shop, looking to add more points to this ever-expanding lead. So everything seems to be clicking for the Westlake offense, except for really the run game, which is not been forgotten about, just limited in the amount of touches and yards Robinson has been able to pick up against this stout defensive line. But they've really been torching him over the top, as Bylos has already passed for 4 touchdowns. And actually, yeah, 4 touchdowns, and Robinson, a good solid run for 13 yards there. Quickly adding to that yardage count, as he's probably hit the 80-yard mark. We'll get the final stats at the end of the game. But just big chunks of yardage there for Robinson, as Schneider's out to Bylos' right. Here's snap, looking to pass. Gets it to Schneider. Good pick of about 7. Like I said, everything's clicking on the offensive side. Big chunks of yards here for the Demons, as it looks like Schneider, Rose, Sternikert, and Blood are all out there with Robinson and Trey in the backfield. Here's the pass. Oh, it's not going to run. Gets the first down and a couple more. He stopped at about the Lakewood 40-yard line. Good pick of about 7 yards. Demons getting the call from the sidelines as same wide receiving core stays on the field along with Robinson and Bylois. Bylois in the shotgun with Robinson behind him. Two to Trey's left, two to his right. Robinson comes beside Trey. Sterniker in motion. Quick play to Robinson as he bounces off tacklers. Flag on the play. Looks like it's going to be a hold on the Demons. This one might be coming back. We'll see what the call is. It will be holding on the Demons. That run's coming back. Plus more. Or minus more. As it will be 1st and 20 now from the midfield. Right on the L. First and 20 here for the Demons. Looks like the same wide receiving core is still on the field. Blood, Rose, Sternikert, and Schneider, along with Robinson, who's been out there the entire game, along with Bylois, as they're up 35-21 with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Good pick of about 7. Gets him almost back to the original yard marker, but just a few yards short. 2nd and 13. That's the end of the third quarter. Your score, 35-21 in favor of the Demons. I'd like to take this time to again thank our sponsors because we cannot thank them enough. Hungry Howies of Westlake, Sky Zone of Westlake, and Westlake Youth Association Football. We thank you for your support and sponsorship of WHBS in this 2016-2017 season. We greatly appreciate it. And now back to the action. Westlake seems to be driving as they are now in Lakewood territory, setting up about the 43-yard line of Lakewood. And looking to add to this ever-expanding lead. So Lakewood defense first one to enter the field, and Westlake offense still in the huddle. We'll see what happens. And the offense re-enters the field as it looks like the same wide receiving core is back out there for the Demons. Sternikert, Schneider, Rose, and Blood with Robinson in the backfield along with Trey. Here's the snap, drop back, here's the pass. Picked off easily by Lakewood. Tripped up by Bylois to about the 44-yard line of the Demons. Turnovers along with penalties kill momentum, and that's really what killed this drive here as Bylois is picked off for the second time this game. And let's see if the defense can hold this Lakewood offense to minimal points. Two receivers to Mahar's left, and here's the reverse. Stop for about 4 yards there. Sneaky end around play there. Gets him a good chunk of yards. Brings up 2nd and 6. Mahar in the backfield with Palmer. Mahar keeps it. He's stopped there probably about the line of scrimmage. They give him maybe a yard, most likely just the line of scrimmage there. He's held for minimal gain. Mahar's really had no one to throw to as they've been really limiting Hannibal's snaps, as he hasn't been out there for a majority of the Lakewood offensive possession. Here's the snap, looking to pass. He's got a receiver. Not enough for the first down. It is 4th down and 2 with just under 10.5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Your score, Westlake 35, Lakewood 21. Fourth and 2, and they're going for it. Lakewood. Mahar's got 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Palmer in the backfield. Getting the play call from the sidelines. Palmer switches sides. And it looks like they're just going to hand off to Palmer. He's going to... Will they give it to him? They're marking him short. And it'll be turnover on downs for the Rangers. Almost said Shortman there. So a very interesting 3 and out there for the Rangers, as they look like they were going to be driving at least a little bit closer to the end zone and fell short. Westlake offense now back on the field, looking to not repeat what happened last time and just try and stay turnover free if possible. Just under 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Sternerkert out to Vilos' left. 2 receivers to his right. Looks like Rose and Schneider. Here's a pass. Handoff up the middle. Stop for minimal gain. Maybe just a yard. They will give him just the yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Demons. And they're at their own 36-yard line. Here's a snap, handoff up the middle. He's going to break it. He's at the 45-50 to the Lakewood 45-yard line. Good pickup of 20 yards there for Robinson. That will be his longest rush of the game, and I think he's broken 100 yards here. For his, there seems to be a flag on the play. I think he just dropped it, though. It's an odd thing to just drop. Here's Bylos and Chuck, and he's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Handoff up the middle. Robinson breaks it up for a solid 6 yards before he's stopped by number 32, Tommy Paul. We have a Westlake player down on the field, though. And we're back after the injured player was escorted off the field under his own power, though, with a little help from the athletic trainer. It brings up 2nd and 5. Looks more like 4 for the Demons as they look to drive. Coming back onto the field. Bylos in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Here's a pass. He's just going to run out right up the middle. Just barely can't get the first down as he stopped short. Gain of 3 there, but not enough for the first down, and it brings up 3rd and 2 on the Lakewood 36-yard line. Vogel, Robinson, Bylois, Rose, Schneider, and Sternerkert out there for the Demons. That's your wide receiving core. As Sherman looking to bring pressure. Handoff right up the middle. Gets right past the blitz, and he's out to about the 26-yard line. We'll see what the flag's on. Looks like it's on the Demons. We'll see. It is holding on the Demons. That run's coming back. Third and 8 here for the Demons. Same wide receiving core out there for the Demons, as we still got plenty of weapons left to get the first down. No one subbing out, as we got trips to Trey's right, one receiver to his left. Here's the snap. Looks like he's just going to tuck in. Nope, he's going to throw it downfield for Fogel as he drops it. Incomplete there for Fogel. Coming in for Belozer. It'll bring up 4th and 8. With just over 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, your score 35-21 in favor of the Demons. As it looks like they're going to stay on the field for this 4th down and 8 conversion. Same wide receiving core out there. Here's the snap. Looking. Has Schneider over the middle. Yep, that is Dean Schneider there for the 3rd down conversion. Or 4th down conversion. As that's a fresh set of downs for the Demons. Trips to Trey's right, one to his left, looking to get the play from the sideline. Schneider, Rose, Sternikert, and Beach out there with Robinson in the backfield with Trey. Looking to pass. There's the throw. Gets it to Rose. That's an easy 6 there for the Demons. Nice 27-yard strike from Lois to Rose, as they just continue to add the points, as it now becomes conditionally 41-21 in favor of the Demons. That brings Trey's passing touchdown number up to 4, and he has 1 on the ground. So definitely a key part of this offense. The wide receivers are, as we've had 4 through the air and 2 touchdowns on the ground. So a little bit of an imbalance, but that's how the offense usually goes. You're either dominant in the pass or you're dominant in the run. Obviously the Demons dominant in the run, or the pass, I should say. We'll see how it transfers over for the rest of the game, as we are just under 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Lakewood down 3 scores. Westlake up 3 scores. Just waiting on the kickoff from Brizes. There's a kick. Kind of a line drive. Out of the back of the end zone. So Lakewood and their really depleted offense coming back onto the field, as they really get nothing going, as Last 4 possessions have been just 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Really no change there. Let's see what they can do in this drive. Starting from their own 20, 1st and 10. Mahar's in the backfield with Palmer. 2 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right. I do not see Hannibal. False start on Lakewood. Brings it back 5 yards. Brings up 1st and 15 from now the Lakewood 15, as they're just going in the wrong direction. Mahar motions. Looking for some blockers as he gets jacked in the backfield for minimal gain. Maybe just a yard marker, and that's all they're going to give him. 2nd and 15 here for the Rangers. As we've almost reached the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter, your score 42-21 in favor of the Demons. Mahar's got 2 to his left now. Motion. Keeps it himself. Sacked in the backfield. Good defensive pickup for the Demons, snuffing out the quarterback draw and stopping him for a sack. 3rd and 17 now for the Rangers, as nothing's really been happening on offense. Mahar's got 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Hannibal on the sidelines right now. I don't know why they're sitting him. Here's the snap. Looking. Gets it over the middle. Pass deflected there by Matt Beaver. Dante Catanzarite and Matt Remick were all in the vicinity, as well as Billy Blood, to bat that ball away. We hit the 5-minute mark now in the 4th quarter. It's just going to be fudge time here for the Demons, just trying to run out as much clock as possible, but also keep the drive going, as they can't really afford a 3 and out here. Up 3 scores. Just kind of wanted to end the game, is what they're most likely going to try and do. A low line drive kick for the punt, as it gets a friendly roll to about the 46, maybe 47-yard line of Lakewood. First down and 10 for the Demons, as they're setting up shop in Lakewood territory, looking to possibly add and most likely just waste the clock here on offense. Timeout call by Westlake. Good chance to thank, again, our sponsors. Sky Zone of Westlake, Hungry Howies of Westlake, and Westlake Youth Association Football. Thank you for your support of the 2016-2017 WHBS season. We really appreciate it. Westlake now coming out of the huddle and out of the timeout, as it looks like Bailos will take a seat. And it looks like Jacob May will now enter as starting quarterback, as it's time to rest by Lois. He's done his job. Time for May to execute on offense and possibly just run the clock out. As we got a completely different wide receiving core. Kevin Walls now checks in, as does Gianni Della Vella. Jacob May under center. Or actually in shotgun. Fakes. Out to Gianni. And incomplete pass there. 2nd and 10. Walls and Gianni out to left, and 2 receivers out to the right. May and shotgun. Hands off up the middle. Gets a nowhere there on the pickup. As we've hit the 4.5 minute mark in the 4th quarter. Just trying to waste some time. Looks like Tony Kettle is out there in the wide receiving core, as is Gianni Delavella and Kevin Walls. May in shotgun with Pat LaVecchia in the backfield with him. Hand off up the middle. Good for a couple. Good chew clock possession there, as it takes a good 2 minutes off the clock. Just under 4 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Fourth down and 8 with the second team dominating this possession. As they've really, it's not that they've gone anywhere, it's they were doing their job to chew up as much clock as possible, as we're almost hitting the 3 minute mark. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. Good pickup of 6. Maybe 7. Change of possession here, as that drive was just to chew some clock, give the starters some rest, as we have 3 minutes and 14 seconds left in the quarter and the game. Snap here, looking to pass. He's got him open, just can't get him, as he's looking for Walter Johnson. Mahar really not having any success in the passing game, and Palmer not having real success in the run game. Their offense has been stalling since the first half, pretty much, as we're in the final minutes of the 4th quarter. Mahar straight up the middle for a good 5. As they're just, again, still wasting clock. Now 3rd down and 5 for the Rangers. As still, I don't think Hannibal has checked back onto the field since 2nd quarter. Looking deep. Good completion. A good pickup of about 30 yards. Mahar to Zach Moore. And it's really not going to help him, though, as they now only have 2.5 minutes to go. Toss it up. Westlake defense just got mossed on that play, as Tony Kettle didn't even contest the thrown ball, and easy 6 for Lakewood, as your score is now conditionally 27-42 in favor of the Demons still. Most likely will be 28-42 after the ensuing PAT. And it's up and it's good. Your score, 42-28 in favor of the Demons. So Westlake really just trying to waste more clock, maybe the entire clock on this drive. Working on just getting out of here and focusing on next week, as the second team has been led on to the field. Starters done their job. They practically won the game for them. Time to get some rest. So Lakewood will be kicking off. Westlake receiving. Westlake still in the huddle. Now they're coming back out onto the field. Let's see who's back to receive the kick. Kadar back deep, but it looks like the hands team will come out to receive the onside kick. Good onside kick there, but it goes right out of bounds. Westlake will start their drive about the 43-yard line. Just trying to waste some clock here as we only have 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the game. Just looking to chew some clock. Starters back on the field for Westlake. Schneider, Fogel, Rose. Looks like Sternikert out there too, with Robinson in the backfield with Bylos. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. He's to the 45, 40, 35, 30. Tripped up at the 27-yard line of Lakewood. Good pickup of about 30-yard gain. First and 10 now from the 27-yard line of Lakewood. Clock continues to run as we've hit the 2-minute mark. Same receiving core out there with Bylos and Robinson. Bylos under center, or not, in shotgun, my bad. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle. Again, tripped up. Actually, really just slipped for a good 5-yard gain. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter. Bylos and shotgun with Robinson behind him. Here's a snap. Handoff up the middle again. Good for 4. We're now under a minute. Lakewood takes a timeout here. Third down for the Demons. I'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors once again. Hungry How's Westlake, Sky Zone of Westlake, and Westlake Youth Association Football. We thank you for your support and sponsorship of WHBS in the 2016-2017 season. We greatly appreciate it. Westlake honestly just trying to get out of here without injuring any more players and just trying to chew some clock as it's 3rd down and 2 for the Demons at the 19-yard line of Lakewood. By Lowson shotgun, he's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Robinson in the backfield. Here's his snap, drop back, throw. Sterniker wide open. Too easy for the Demons as Sterniker and Bylos connect for a 19-yard passing touchdown. That brings your total up conditionally 48-28 in favor of the Demons. And with the kick, it should be 49-28. And they get the 2-point conversion as it brings the total up to 50-28. Everything going the Demons' way. Up by 32 points late in the 4th quarter. Up 22 late in the 4th. I think it's time to bring a 3rd string out, to be completely honest. We have a 3rd string because there's really nothing that they can do wrong that's going to change the outcome of this game. As both teams conferring about the kickoff and kickoff return. Westlake on the field for kickoff. Here's the kick. High and long. Looks like it's going to go to the end zone, and it will. Coming out to the 20. So Westlake defense coming back out onto the field, just trying to keep the clock rolling as they all look ready to go home. Easy victory here, 50-28, trouncing of the Rangers as everything clicked on offense and held them to a low amount of points on defense. Drop back. Dumps it off. He's good. 30, 35. Yep. Taking on 35. Clock continues to roll. Clock continues to roll. We're at the 40-second mark. 3 receivers out to Maha's right, 1 to his left. Here's a pass. Quick dump out to the flats, and it's just dropped. And it looks like Will Adams will take it to about the midfield. Haas just dumping it out of the backfield and it gets to the 40. Yep, the 40 of .38-yard line. That is the final whistle, and your score, Demons 50, Lakewood 28. This has been WHBS TV covering Westlake Varsity football, Demons versus Rangers. See you next week against North Ridgeville.